welcome to LK Lifestyles. This is Laura. Today we're going to be making a great fall soup with fennel and sweet potatoes, and it's a root soup that we're going to make in the Instant Pot. It's totally paleo. It's going to be made in just a few minutes actually, using the pressure cook function on my Instant Pot. I use all the functions, but pressure cook is probably the most popular of all of the functions. The real star of this soup is the fennel root that I got to go in it. It gives it a really bright licorice flavor, but not too overpowering because we're going to put some lemon juice in it to tone it down. We're just going to trim off a little bit of the bottom and trim off a little bit of the top and wash it really well and basically chop it like an onion. We're also going to use saffron in this soup, and if you're not familiar with saffron, it is an expensive herb, but you're just going to use a couple of little strands as we've seen here. And I'm just going to grind it up in my mortar and pestle for a couple of minutes. You only need a couple of strands, and it doesn't seem like you're using a lot, but it makes a big difference, and it's going to give this soup a golden color and a delicious extra bit of flavor. So all great soups start with what we call mirepoix, which is celery, onions, and carrots. With the snap of my fingers, we're going to make that instantaneously all chopped up. And we're going to add that to the Instant Pot with about 2 tablespoons of ghee for frying. And come down to the Instant Pot, you press saute and then start, at least on this model that I have. And once that's been going for about 2 or 3 minutes, you want to add the garlic in. I'm using 2 sweet potatoes, 1 Japanese white sweet potato and a regular sweet potato, but you can use 2 regular sweet potatoes in this recipe. It doesn't make a lot of difference. And now that we're good, those all chopped up as well, we're going to pop them right into the Instant Pot. Give everything a quick stir. The mirepoix has been cooking for about 2 or 3 minutes now. It cooks down really fast in the Instant Pot. This whole recipe probably only takes about 10 minutes to put together. So now we're going to come back to the fennel, and I've washed it pretty well, and I am going to take the hard core out of the center of the bulbs. But after I take the hard core out, I'm just going to chop it roughly like I would chop an onion, because at the end of the cooking time we're just going to use the immersion blender to make sure that this is all pureed together and smooth, so you don't have to worry about cutting into really small chunks, as you can see. And we're going to add a couple of the tops of the fennel to this as well. It's like an herb. Don't be afraid to use quite a decent amount of those little fronds. And once it's in the pot, we're just going to give it a quick stir, and we're going to start adding our other ingredients. We're going to use 1 tablespoon of organic lemon juice, and we're going to put the saffron in that I previously ground in my mortar and pestle. You will find the list of ingredients in the description of this video, by the way. We're going to add about 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, which is going to give it a lovely golden yellow color. And just add some salt and pepper to taste. I like using my fresh pepper grinder because it gives it big peppercorns that you really taste later. Now we're really ready to get going. We're going to add 3 cups of chicken or vegetable stock, whichever you prefer. If you add vegetable stock, this will remain a vegetarian dish. I'm going to pop the lid on the Instant Pot, come down and hit the pressure cook, and we're going to give it 10 minutes on high pressure and hit start. Once we take the lid off, I must admit that this soup does not look beautiful yet, because what it really needs, it looks super chunky and it doesn't look like much, but you have to take your immersion blender and very carefully puree this soup for at least 3 to 5 minutes, because you really don't want any chunks in this soup. It's much better if you get it all pureed up and you don't taste any chunks. If you like it chunky, feel free to take out some pieces first and add them back in, but this is really better when it's a creamy, well pureed soup. And as you can see, it looks so much better once it's pureed and creamy. It pours super easily. I'm just going to show you a little bit in this nice little clear dish just to show you how creamy and the beautiful color of it. It's such a lovely fall soup. The whole house smells delicious. It smells like fennel and sweet potatoes, and my husband is very looking forward to trying this soup. But I do like to garnish this soup with a little bit of fresh dill and a little bit of hot sauce. This is certainly an optional thing. You don't have to add anything to your soup. It just makes it look pretty in the videos. And speaking of videos, if you like this video, please make sure that you comment and go to my page and subscribe. I have a lot of paleo, grain-free, and dairy-free recipes available on my site, and new videos are coming every week. So make sure that you like and subscribe to this, and I definitely take requests. So if you have anything that you'd like to see in your paleo life that you're really missing out on, that you feel that you're missing out on, definitely let me know in the comments below. Thanks a lot and have a great day.